What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another fun review. Today we're going to be looking at the Auby survival knife, or survival camping knife. Link in the description if you're interested after watching this review. Now, before I really start diving into this, I want to say sometimes I just hate Amazon. I ordered this. The list price is at $43. When I ordered it, it was at $40, so I got one. And now I just checked online while I'm filming this, and yeah, it's July 9th, and the list price is $36.99. Sometimes. Anyway, this is another knife in our challenge. Can you buy a knife for the outdoors under $50 that's any good? Well, let's take a look at it. It comes in this presentation box. Oh, got some documentation here. Instructions. Oh, okay. That looks like instructions for a folding knife. Oh, here we go. The blade is very sharp. Keep out of reach of children. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. Got a little tip protector. Alright. I'm going to grab some paper towel because there is oil on this and wipe it down. I'll bring you right back. I wiped down. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There we go. You can see it's got a little logo there. A scorpion on a shield and their brand name. It is a flat grind knife, wood handle, D2 steel, has a 90-degree spine. See? Come on, focus. There we go. See, it says D2. One interesting thing is they say this is pineapple wood. I've never heard of pineapple wood. And every time I tried to do some searching on the internet, all I was getting was like decorative craft cutouts of pineapples. So if anybody knows what pineapple wood is, you know, I'm sure it doesn't come from a pineapple plant. Hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'm really curious on this. Okay, it's a flat grind knife. Listed weight on this knife is 4.5 ounces. That's 127.5 grams. The overall length of the blade from tip to end listed is 9.44 inches or 23.9 centimeters. Blade length is listed to be 4.52 inches or 11.4 centimeters. Handle length 4.33 inches or 10.9 centimeters. The spine right here, the thickest part of the blade, is a little over 5/32 of an inch or 4 millimeter. This D2 steel, they claim, is hardened to a hardness between 58 and 60 Rockwell. The width of the blade here, at the widest part here at the belly, is 1.18 inches or 2.9 centimeters. Now, before we get into checking the weight, let's see if this came sharp. Let's do the, let me zoom out a little bit here. Let's do the redneck sharpness test, shall we? Well, there is some hair on that blade, so it's hair cutting sharp. Let's try our phone book paper, shall we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's sharp. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm satisfied. That's That's sharp. All right, let me get my scale in here and let's check that listed weight. Oh, before that, leather sheath, very bushcraft, old school style leather sheath. Oh yeah, that smells. You know, the sheath is well done. The only thing is, it doesn't look like any kind of drain hole or anything in this, which could be an issue for an outdoor knife. Okay, let's get the scale in here. And let's see here. Listed weight is 4.5 ounces or 127.5 grams. Let's do pounds first. That's 6 1/8 of an ounce. They were saying 4.5 ounces. That is way over the listed weight. Listed weight in grams is 127.5. That's 174. So yeah, throw the sheath on there. 215 grams or 7 5/8 of an ounce. Yeah, that's a lot more than the listed weight. All right, let's get that out of here. The sheath appears to fit the blade well. I just don't care for these styles of sheath. I don't care for decorative lanyards like this, so that's gonna go off before we go outside and try it out. The cat seems to be impressed, probably by the lanyard. Do you want a lanyard, Kira? Huh? Yeah? Alright. So, let me gather my stuff up. Let's go outside and let's get this thing started with its week-long test. Let us start with some batoning. So, I have a 2-inch piece. I believe this is mulberry off my wood pile. It's very dry. And that's about 5 centimeters in diameter. Let's see how we do. Oh yeah, I'm digging that. Look at that. Heck yeah, let's quarter those. Got a little firewood for tonight. As you know me, it's the weekend. I'm building a fire. Alright, let's see if we got any edge deformation, if I can feel anything. No, I don't feel nothing. Here at its widest point is close to 2 inches, but not quite. I'd say more like 1 3/4 or about, what, 4.5 centimeters or so. It's the same one I used, the Condor, for a chopping test, so I figured we'd do it with this blade. This blade weighs more than the Condor, so and this is hard walnut. That stuff is hard. It's dry. It's dead. Alright. Handle's a bit slippery, even on my glove. Let me try my bare hand. Yeah, it's still a little slippery. Yeah, it's moving around when I'm trying to do chopping, even though I'm, you know, because I lightly hold the blade so the shock doesn't run up my arm, my hand, when you're chopping, but you're moving around a little bit. She's pretty slick. It's not like my Carta that usually has a texture to it. Once again, have no idea what pineapple wood is. It looks nice, but Oh yeah, it's still stupid sharp. I don't feel no edge deformation or rolling. So let's go on and try some other stuff, shall we? This stick, we have about an inch diameter or 2.5 centimeters right here of dry hard walnut, and we're going to do some cross batoning, and we're going to take this piece off and let's see if I can balance and do this right. I'm kind of doing this cattywampus. We'll see how this works out. Oh yeah, had buried itself right into the stump. And it sheared that off just perfectly. Check that edge again. Nope, don't feel no rolling. It's still very sharp, so that D2 is probably properly heat treated. Okay, another thing about this handle, if you look, it's very boxy, it's very square. This could use some more shaping to make it a little bit more ergonomic, in my opinion. It fits the hand okay, but I just feel it's too boxy. That's my own personal preference. Your mileage may vary. Let's do a little carving on this walnut. Yeah, it's definitely sharp. That walnut is hard. Listen to that. That's how dry that is. That stuff's been on my wood pile for almost 2 years. So, and it's not in the rain or nothing, so you know that's dry. This is generally what I use to build my fires here when I'm enjoying the spring and summer months out here. This time of year I spend very little time inside. I just like being outdoors too much. I don't always get to go where I want, but hey, I got a backyard, so that's better than nothing. That's more than some people have. Oh yeah, that's got a good bite. Let me try a reverse. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. That D2 is nice. Alright. Try something a little different here. Let me try to yeah. I don't think there's any way I can snap that tip. Sounds like my neighbor's up to something. At this point, I'm just abusing this poor knife. Okay. Heck yeah. Alright. Let me pause this because I'm not going to let you listen to that banging. Kind of like green wood to make a toggle with, because when it's still good and green, easy to cut, easy to shape. green wood like this, look at that bark just come right off. If you take your time and keep turning this, you're going to end up with a very round toggle. Look at that. You get a very round toggle. And this right here is from a black walnut. And I got enough here to make a few more toggles. And the beauty of this is, as these dry out, if they crack at all, you can always fill the cracks with some wood glue. Treat them once they get dry with linseed oil, and they'll just last forever. It's big enough to use as a handle, wrap cord, pull cord. I like toggles. And I like this knife so far. Everything was going so well with this knife. And I was just batoning a very small piece of wood. And look at that. Batoning a small piece of wood and major chippage. And when I say small, we're talking, I had like an inch, maybe a little bit bigger than an inch piece. I was just splitting in half for a campfire. And what was that, 2.5 centimeters? And that happened. And I've been batoning and working with this all week. See, this is why I give at least a week to a knife before I can say it's any good. I don't know if it's their heat treat, I don't know if it's the steel, but that is no bueno. Yep, that's no good. Well, I'm going to contact the seller on Amazon and see what they say, because they actually have a video up there on the web page of them batoning with it. We're going to see what happens. I'll let you know. I didn't get a hold of the seller, but I did return the other one to Amazon as damaged. It was still under warranty. So, got a new one. So, on with the review. I've finished my testing. I added one more week to this knife simply because it was a brand new knife, a replacement. It survived. Now, I've got really mixed feelings about this knife because the first one broke on me and I wasn't even batoning it that hard. So, did I get one with a bad heat treat? It happens. Or is there something else going on? Because, you know, it caused me to do a little bit deeper research, and I was on a lot of the blade forums reading, and one guy who has access to the facilities, he's done a lot of metallurgical testing on knives from China that claim to be D2 steel. And a lot of them are not D2 steel. They're D2-like. Now, what does that mean? Every steel is like a recipe. And when you're making a product like steel, if you're going to call it D2, the recipe has got to be so much percentage of this element, and so forth and so on to create D2. And some of these steels that he's tested don't measure up and are not D2. I don't have those kind of facilities, and I wouldn't know how to go about doing it. So that's where my mixed feelings are coming from here. I like the shape of this knife. The handle could be a little bit more ergonomic, and I don't care for that style of leather sheath. It's not my favorite. But it will work as an outdoor knife. You just got to bear in mind that I broke one. Will you be the next person to break one? Do you want to take that kind of a chance? And at the end of the day, that's what life is. It's about taking chances. So if you're willing to take that chance, go right ahead. It's not an expensive knife. It would make a nice gift for somebody, or a nice beginner knife. And if you do break it, you're not out of a lot of money. And that was the whole point of this series that I'm doing of under $50 knives. Can you get a good one? And that's why I can't give this a total thumbs down, but I can't give it a thumbs up. It's right in the middle. And that's all I got to say about this Auby knife. It's ultimately up to you. Me, I'll keep it. I'll use it here and there, but I won't rely on it for batoning. I have other knives that I have no doubt I could baton probably for the rest of my life and not break one. But hey, these are my thoughts. This is my YouTube channel. So there it is. So thank you for watching. Thank you all new subscribers. I've been getting some new subscribers. And I really appreciate your views and comments. And I will see you all later out in those woods. Maybe using a new knife. Have a good night.